Right. Good evening, gentlemen. Today we have an interview of Ayush Pant. He is son of Moonraj Pant from Delhi. His father is ex-serviceman, diploma holder, and presently earning 45 rupees per month. His mother is a homemaker. He has got an elder sister who is earning 50,000 rupees per month. His past is CBSE, the 10th from CBSE APS Delhi in 2018 with first division, he says, which he should have given the percentage which was expected, which he has not given it. Similarly, he goes on to 12th. He has done it 2020. He has completed 12th. Again, he's written first division. Again, no percentage given around that. Probably he will give out. I'm given to understand he 85% and above in both the 10th and 12th. Subsequently, he has gone on to do his engineering from GB Pant Engineering College. In 2025 will be the last semester, which is there, and he is appearing for SSB now. In that case, he has put across his division as a second division. It means below 70%. That is really, uh, he is NCC B and C certificate holder. He has played football and cross country. He says in 2023 and 2024. Well, that's as far as hobby and interest is concerned. He loves cycling, running, and military study. Extracurricularly, he has participated in electronica, Chetna NGO, and something from ministry around there in 2022 to 2023. He has appeared in SSB thrice. Once he has been screened out, and twice he has been conferenced out. Now it's all between Karan Kadam and Ayush to go forward. I'll remain unmuted. We'll again come back at the end. Right then? Right, sir? Bye.
Right, sir. Good evening, Ayush.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir. How are you?
Good, good. Where are you at the moment?
Sir, currently I'm in my college hostel in Pantnagar.
Bangalore.
No, sir, in Pantnagar. Pantnagar,
In
Uttarakhand. Pantnagar,
Jamnagar,
Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand. Okay. What are
Yes.
you doing there?
Sir, I am pursuing my BTech. I am currently in my final year of BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering.
Okay. And you selected IT, telecom as your subject for BTech.
No, sir, Electronics and Communication Engineering.
Yeah. Electronics and communications. Why have you selected this subject? And tell me about everything about this subject that you know, and what all did you take into consideration before taking this subject for your BTech?
Yes. Sir, as we have seen, there is a boom of semiconductor industry in India.
You'll have to
For the
speak
past few
little
years,
loudly. You'll have to speak little loudly.
yes. Sir, as we have seen, there is a boom of semiconductor industry in developing countries and developed nations. But in India, it lagged. But right now, it is also booming in India. Like Tata has set up its manufacturing plant in India, so it's a very booming sector in the country. So my fascination towards it was not now; it was from the past. I have seen my maternal uncle. He was very passionate about electronics. So from him, I learned some basics of electronics. And after my 12th, when I got the option to select my branch for BTech, then I was interested in electronics due to its various aspects, its future. And personally, I like the region which I like in electronics is embedded system. Like we see in today, nobody is using any remotes. Everything is controlled by phone, and here comes the play of embedded systems. Like if we want to switch on AC if in car, we are not sitting in car, we can remotely from our app, we can switch on the AC due to embedded systems, Bluetooth and Internet of Things. It's a booming sector, so my interest was in it. Yes, sir. That's why I joined.
Right. It's good that you are leaving the booming sector and trying to join the armed forces from NCC, Air Force to technical entry scheme to now IMA,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? Army.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
So, yes, sir. No, sir, earlier also
Okay.
I have applied for the permanent entry during the ND attempts and the TS attempts also. So I was fascinated towards the army also from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, since your dad was in the army,
Yes, sir.
which armed service?
So my father retired as a Subedar from the Army Medical Corps, and he was OT
Army?
technician, Operation Army Medical Corps.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And he was the OT technician there. He retired from Military Hospital Dehradun.
Right. So, you're not much proud about your dad.
No, sir, I am very proud of him.
So, you didn't write the dad's rank, core, anything.
So I thought that it will not fit into the PIQ. So, sir,
Okay.
due to lack
Right.
of space.
Good. And probably you want to follow in his footstep and join the armed forces.
Yes, sir, definitely, sir. My grandfather was also in the army.
Good.
Very nice of
So,
him.
you have been to SSB thrice. Can you
Yes,
tell
sir.
me what the reasons why you couldn't make it into SSB?
Yes, sir. During my first attempt, I think I was not that much prepared. I was just happy to be screened in. And when my second attempt came, I realized that it was my last attempt for the ND entry. So at that time, I think I took a lot of pressure that it's my last attempt. I have to make it. I have to show that I am competent. So in that pressure, I think I lost that attempt. And in my TS attempt, I also gave my last attempt was my TS attempt. But sir, that too I was conference out. I was not able to make it in that attempt.
No, like in your engineering, your subject, anywhere something there is a failure, doesn't work, you analyze why it has not worked. Have you analyzed why you have failed?
Yes, sir. So during my first attempt, the reason was lack of preparation. And during my second attempt, I think I got too much nervous that it's my last attempt, so that took over me. And during my TS attempt, it was my last attempt, and so in TS attempt, I was not able to make it due to lack of communication skills, I think. Yes.
Okay. So basically, it was a failure on your side because whatever is the reason, casualness or tension or whatever it was, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Right. In next 40 minutes or so, we will talk about you in details, right from your education background, your parents, your family, your hobbies, interests, your extracurricular activities in school, college days, and things like that. We'll start with your education background. Tell me from standard 8th onwards, what all subjects did you like? The subjects you did not like. Tell me about your teachers, the teachers whom you liked, the teachers whom you did not like, and the reasons thereof. Tell me about your extracurricular activities during school, college days, your friends, number of friends you had, number of best friends you had. What all do you see in a friend to make him your best friend? And
Yes, sir.
the people whom you don't like and why. Right, start from standard 8th onwards.
Yes, sir. So from class 8, I completed my class 8 from Army Public School, Roorkee. In class 8, I got 9.8 CGPA. And from class 9 to 12th, I completed from APS Delhi, Delhi Cant. In class 9th, I got 83 percentage. In class 10th also, I got 83.3 percentage. And in class, I also completed the class 11th and 12th from Army Public School, Delhi Cant only. In class 12th, I got 86.6 percentage. So from class 8, I was fascinated towards physics and maths. That is the reason why after class 10th, I took physics, chemistry, maths plus physical education as my optional subject. The reason for this was because maths will open many doors for many exams. Like I was passionate to join the Indian Army. So NDA it requires class 11th and 12th maths. That's why I took maths. And also I was fascinated towards engineering since I have seen my maternal uncle. He is very passionate towards electronics. So my interest grew towards that area also. So considering this, I took the subjects physics, chemistry, maths in class 12th, and then I gave JEE entrance exam and I opted for engineering. About the teachers which I like the most is my maths teacher in class 10th because he was also ANO of our school, ANO of NCC, and he was also passionate in his young days to join the army. So he used to talk to me and my friend. We both were passionate to join the army, and we were preparing for NDA exam. So that so in there we had a connection. In class 12, I like my physics teacher and my English teacher. I like my physics teacher because she was able to make us understand very difficult concepts of physics very easily. Sometimes some student used to refer YouTube lecture, but in that subject we didn't have to watch any YouTube lecture because class lectures were so in depth that we were able to get a clear understanding of the subject. And also I like my English teacher because of her understanding. Like we are having any difficulty apart from our studies. Like at that time, I was going to coaching, and so she inquired one time that why the students are not regular in the classes. So we gave her response that we are quite busy with coaching. We don't get enough time. So she used to understand our perspective. So that's why I liked her. In coming towards the graduation, in graduation, I like my advisor. He he teaches us satellite communication in our BTech, and he's my advisor. Every time I have any queries about which company or which internship I should apply and where should I apply, he clears these problems for me. So that's why I like him. Now coming to friends, I have many friends. As I've been living in hostel, so in college I have many friends, and from the school I am in touch with many friends. Like in Bareilly, I had a friend Ankit. I had many friends, but due to I quit the social media a few years back, so I am not in connection with all the friends, but a few friends are very close to me, like Ankit. He's my friend. He's currently preparing for his SSC CGL exams and completed his graduation. Whenever I have CDS exam, first time we gave our CDS exam and our center came in the same college Bareilly College. Then we met. Then from the next time he invited my me in his house that you will give the exam from my house only. We are good friends. And also, I am in touch with my Delhi friends. The closest friend is Prabhat. We studied from class 9 to 12th, and we both were passionate to join the defense forces. So we used to prepare for NDA together. Like we used to practice questions. So from there, our friendship grew, and then we used to play in the evening together. So he's a very close friend of me. Sometimes every now and then we talk on call. And in graduation, I have many friends since I live in hostel. Like one of my friend is his name is Ayush only. He's my he was my roommate from first and second year. We both like each other because we have many things in common. Like I am passionate towards electronics and he's passionate towards app development and website making. So whenever I am stuck and I want an app development, I have to complete an app development project. I take help of him. And whenever he's stuck in embedded systems, he takes help of me. We both are very passionate towards the subject. I think that's why we are very close friends. And also, we enjoy each other's company. Like during any trips and during any outings, we go together. And I also have many other friends from other branches also, like Navodaya. These are also very close friends of mine. As we go trips together, we plan many outings together, and many more things we do together. That's why we all are very good friends. About the extracurricular activities which I took in school and after in college. In school, I was involved in. I was I was class monitor in all the classes. And after coming to Delhi, I was not that much involved in co-curricular activities as in due to studies I joined coachings. But I I did a youth parliament conference in my class 10th. I really enjoyed that experience in that I was made the home minister. I had to answer questions, but the questions were pre-made, but I really enjoyed that experience. In class 12th, I was involved in volleyball. In class 11th and 12th, I used to play volleyball, and I also participated in inter-house volleyball competition. Now coming to graduation, after graduation, I joined many clubs and many body bureaus to enhance my experience. Like in the first year only, I joined the Chetna NGO, which I am part of, and I am part of the management committee. Basically, the aim of Chetna is to educate and help underprivileged children near the locality of our campus. So in second and third year, I used to go there to teach basic subjects and help the students in their homework. And also I am involved in my branch chapter, organizes technical quizzes, technical workshop for electronics and other branch students in the college. I am treasurer there. And also I was selected for the Sanchar Mitra scheme of the Government of India, in which the people of electronics and communication branches of all the government colleges of India are given a briefing or guidance to tackle the cyber threats and how to take advantage of various government schemes. So, sir, these were the extracurricular activities which I was involved in. Also, I was involved in the NCC, and I really learned a lot of things. Like I was very good in point two to firing, but I wasn't able to join the camp due to my exams, my CDS exam. I was not able to go to the camp. I also learned tent pitching there, and I also anchored for the 2023 annual training camp of our NCC. Yes, sir. These were the activities which I was involved in.
Good. Okay. Now we will talk about your family background. Tell me about your father, his profession, about your mother. How is she? What do you think about her? Tell me how you help your mother at home. Tell me about your brother. What all you did together with your brother. For what you had fights together or you didn't have. And how did you resolve the fights? What all games you played together. And tell me as a family what all you did together during your dad's vacations or leave, annual leave, casual leave. And what is it you think your contribution towards the family?
Yes, sir. So coming to my father retired 2 years back. He was a Subedar in the Army Medical Corps and he retired from Military Hospital, Dehradun. So his role was basically he was OT technician, operation theater technician. The role of OT technician is to prepare the operation theater before any surgery and also assist the anesthesiologist and also the surgeon during the surgery if needed. So he had a very important role during the COVID crisis. He was posted in the base hospital Delhi Cant, in which he was given, since the operation theater department has the charge of oxygen cylinders and the oxygen in the hospital. So he was given the charge to maintain a standard level of oxygen at any day. So he was given the charge that he also received a citation for that for maintaining and doing a good job. About my mother. My mother is a homemaker. She has completed her MA in Hindi and she's also B.Ed. She's a homemaker. And about my sister has done her MBA from Army Institute of Management and Technology, Noida. She's currently in private sector as an assistant manager for the past 2 years in Gurgaon. About the fights and our outings, like in our childhood we used to have fights, but now we don't have any fight. We hardly see each other. Like earlier, a year back, she was posted she had a transfer in Bangalore, so I wasn't able to see her in 8 months for 8 months. So we don't have that much fights now, but we enjoy each other's company. Like we plan many outing. Recently, we planned an outing for the family. They came to our hometown, and from here we went to Shamlatal, which is at which is at the foothills of mountains. So we planned trips accordingly, since our father, during the service, we weren't able to get time and to that each other, everyone is free. But now, since everyone gets time, he also takes some leave from the job, and I also get in the weekend, if we get time, we plan some outings. So this is this about it. Yes, sir.
What's your dad doing now?
So currently he's not doing any, sir, he's currently at home. So he's not picked up a job. So he joined a job in JP Hospital near our house. But sir, currently he's not continuing it due to lack of his vacancy. So he was not given the operation theatre department. So that's why. So he's waiting for availability of that department.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you got an elder sister.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what all you two did together at home, and you tell me how you helped your mother at home and you helped your sister at home.
Yes. Like I said, we plan together trips now, and we also go to outings. Because now everyone is free, so we plan if some weekends I can go home and plan outing. Like recently, we went to Shamla Dal, and we
No,
also.
forget about outing. I
Yes,
want
sir.
to know at home, how
Yes, sir.
did you help your mother in the day-to-day chores or your sister at home in different ways?
Yes, sir. So about helping my mother, now since I am in hostel, so every now and then when I go to home in the weekends, I help my mother with the household chores. Like if I can fetch vegetables and groceries, I go there and fetch vegetable and groceries. And when my father is not there, I used to take my mother to the market. And and about helping my sister, I also, if there's a need, since there is bike, so in our hometown, there's no scooty. We keep scooty in our Noida house only. So if they have to go anywhere, then I take them there. And I also help my mother with her gardening. She likes flowers very much, so I water the plants in the morning if I when I wake up. And
Okay.
and
Tell me
like
about
these,
your daily routine at home when you are at home. Right from the time you get up in the morning till the time you go to sleep at night on a working day or whether you're on chutti or when you're on leave there.
yes, sir. So when I'm home, not in hostel. So when I'm home, usually I go home during the weekends. So during the weekend, I wake up a slightly late, but I don't forget to go on a morning walk with my father when I'm in my hometown. We go for a morning walk, and I help my mother in watering plants, and my father also waters plants that my mother has kept. Then after that, since nowadays I am preparing for my CDS exam, so I study monthly magazine in the morning to get brushed up with the current affairs. Then after having a breakfast, I continue with some maths and GK, general awareness like history, civics. I prepare for that topics. Then after that, I read my core subjects for a while for the BTech for my branch. Then after that, you know, I sit with my family, my sister, because during the holidays, since everyone is here, I sit with them, have a talk. Then after lunch, I continue my studies. I I do questions of the topics of maths which I have studied in the morning. I continue with the questions. Then then during the evening, if we have time, my sister has time, then we go out, have have some fast food. Then I come back to home. Yes, that's all about my day during the weekends when I go home.
Okay. Tell me about your extracurricular activities in details during college days or now when you are in the final year and your hobbies that you still pursue.
Yes, sir. So about my extracurricular activities, I am involved in my branch chapter. From the Second year, we join our societies in this college. So from the second year to third year, I was heavily participating in poster making. Sir, I used to make posters for various events for our branch chapter, and I also used to write captions. I also designed the logo of our branch chapter, Electronica, and I also designed with the help of my friend, another Ayush, the T-shirt of Electronica. We designed the graphics of the T-shirt. So this was the work which I was involved in the second year. During the third year, I was involved in the managing of events. Like we organized a workshop on embedded systems. So I was involved in that. I didn't teach anything because the final year students used to teach in the workshop, but I managed the things like if there is a refreshment needed for outside faculty. So I was involved in this much work. From final year, I I'm not doing the groundwork in Electronica like, but I am the treasurer, so I provide the fund for the events, and I also plan the events with the chairperson and vice chairperson, which are students only of the final year. So that's about Electronica. And Chetna NGO in the second and third year, we used to go to teach students, underprivileged students near our localities. There are many localities inside the campus since it's a very vast campus. So there's a place defined for many years. Chetna NGO people have been going there and teaching students there only. So there's a spot. So we used to help the students, underprivileged students, to help them in the homework and if they're facing any problems, having any doubts. So in second and third year, I used to teach them. In final year, our role is not on the ground like teach, but I am helping. I am basically the management head. So during the Christmas we have an event, Joy of Giving. So I am as a management head. My role is to oversee the event, like which date is to be planned. Like many of the students said that on 24 and 25 they will be home, so we changed the dates to accommodate that. So that's my role in Electronica. Sorry, Chetna NGO. And NCC, in my NC extracurricular NCC, I was pretty much involved. I was very regular, and I am still am very regular in NCC. In the first and second year of the NCC, I learned 10 pitching, point two to firing. In point two to firing, I am very good at point two to firing. My grouping was 1.5 and 1.2, my highest. So I learned 10 pitching, point two to firing, and drill. And about
Okay, in NCC, other than firing, what did you learn?
So I learned many things like since I haven't seen the Air Force. For the first time I flew on the Virus SW-80 aircraft. We had two sorties in during our annual training camp. So I saw MiG 30 Su-30 MK, sorry, Su-30 MK for the very first time taking off and landing. So, sir, it was a very nice experience. And in Air Force, I also see the Air Force. I also saw the Air Force cantonments. They are slightly different from Army cantonments. There is high surveillance, and on every street there are many cameras. We didn't see that much cameras in our Delhi cantonment. So it was a very nice experience, and I was I'm very I was very passionate to one time I was passionate to join the Air Force due to our ex-CO. He has changed, the CO has changed. His English was very good, and the way he used to speak, sir, we used to like it very much. But sir, since I am very from the childhood I've seen army, so my passion towards the army didn't didn't decrease after that. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, suppose you are going for a walk with your dad in the morning daily, but for
Yes, sir.
some reason your dad leaves you and goes back home for some other work.
Yes,
Now
sir.
you're all alone on the road and there is nobody on the road, and you find somebody is following you. What will you do?
So since I'm in my hometown, so all the people of the locality, I must be knowing them. So I'll inquire if I know him. I'll just take his blessings since he might be an old person because usually old persons walk on that road in the morning. So I'll go to him. And sir, if
But
my father is
normally there
not
are
walking with
people, but that day there is nobody, and there is one chap, he is not known to you, but he is following you.
So
And
I'll
he
go
is
to him
gaining
and
space. He's gaining space. He's coming closer to you.
yes, sir. So I'll go to him and ask if I know him.
He says, "You bloody fool! I don't know you, but take out your watch and mobile and your purse."
Sir, then sir, I'll kick him, sir.
You'll do what?
Sir, I'll kick him.
Kick him.
But I, yes, sir.
He takes out a knife and he says, "निकालता है या घुसा दूं अंदर?"
Sir, I think I can handle one man, sir. I'll just avoid his attack and then kick him. Then I'll move back to my home.
Suddenly, two, three more people come in and start helping him. They all try and catch you.
If this happens, sir, then if two, three people, four, five people come, then sir, I'll just avoid them and run back to home.
You avoid them and do what?
Run back to home.
Run back where?
Sir, to home.
Home. But they
Yes, sir.
catch you. They don't let
Yes,
you
sir.
run. They catch you and they say, "Jaldi se nikal."
Sir, if this happens, I'll shout, I'll make noises because all the people in our hometown know each other. So everybody will come out and they'll have to run.
Nobody comes out. Nobody comes out and they have started hitting you.
Then, I'll give phone and watch to them. Then, sir, I'll report the case. Yes.
Okay. Right. That's good. Now, during your final year now, the principal calls you and says, "Before you break up and leave the college, I want you to organize a picnic for all your friends of your batch
Yes,
on
sir.
a holiday. Close by, go in the morning, come back in the evening, say about 25-30 kilometers from your college.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what all planning will you do? What all assistance you will ask from the principal? And how exactly will you conduct this picnic?"
Yes, sir. So since it's a one-day trip and Nainital is very close to our campus, so we'll plan a trip to Nainital. Individually, we have seen Nainital, but as a whole, as a branch, we'll be happy to visit it. So first of all, I'll just prepare a application in which the dean will sign and authorize a bus of the campus to our branch so that we can go by bus and come on that bus. So, and I'll also prepare a form in which the expenses of the trip will be covered from our we have 350 rupees deduct in each semester for a branch trip. So that compensation to get, I'll prepare another application. Then thirdly, I will prepare a list of all the students who are interested and get it signed by the dean so that they can make arrangements of the bus, the size of the bus according to that. And when this is planned out from all the official documentation, then from our from ourselves we'll pack for a day. Like for a day we need two, three clothes, and if during the winter we'll carry a jacket and food that we will be having. So since it's a one-day trip, we'll visit all the nearby places in Nainital. Like we'll visit Nainital Lake. We'll prepare an itinerary so that we don't exceed the time limit. We'll prepare an itinerary in which we'll visit Nainital Lake. Then in the morning only we'll go for a trek, a small trek there is, China Peak, so that during the evening it's very difficult to trail on that path. So in the morning, in 2 3 hours, we can complete the trek. Then we can visit Nainital Zoo. There's a zoo also, and after coming from the zoo, we can visit Cave Garden so that we can prepare the itinerary.
Yeah. On your way back, the bus gets punctured and it is off road. What will you do now?
So I'll take help of a local The bus will basically be having some puncture repair kit since our school college driver is has come with us, so
They
he
they
can
don't have any spare tire.
spare tire. So then, sir, I'll go on your bike. I'll take help of a localite to get the puncture repair guy from the main market to that area.
And do what?
Sir, I'll take help of any local guy and his scooty. I can come to the main market and take the puncture repair guy to that area or guide him to that area so he can fix the tire.
But by the time when you come back, you find nobody there, and the bus is also gone.
Sir, then I'll check my phone. They must have called me that they have met a puncture repair guy there only and they have come to the bus stand. So I'll check my phone if that's the case.
Okay. So you
Yes.
think they are likely to leave you alone and go with the bus?
No, sir, that's not the case. But since the bus is not there, the students are not there.
So
So
it's not possible that they leave you.
yes, sir.
Okay, good. It's been nice talking to you. I've been asking you a lot of questions. Do you have any questions to ask me?
No, sir.
Okay. Right. I have finished, sir.
Okay. Uh, before Kadam takes on, I'll just, as he rightly put across, that not putting the rank of your father, you have that indicates you're not very proud of your father. You may be it may be intentional or non-intentional, whatever it is. It is you should be proud of your father in any case, whatever he is. Number one. Number two, uh, similarly, when you have given the percentage marks, you have not given percent, you give first division, second division, and third, or the first and second division. It was expected you will give the percentage, which you again you have not given. Primarily because either you wanted that indicates either you want to hide, which is the case because in the case of your engineering, you have gone down to second division. That indicator your performance has gone down from the class 10th to the engineering that you are doing it across. What were the reasons which probably uh, would have been explored, and that reason that you have to find out for yourself what is and why it is. Very first question that he asked you, and that was no, why do you select ECE? And your only one reason that we gave it, only your maternal uncle was good at it, and you have chosen this profession. Is it? Now the problem
Yes.
is ECE today, where electronics and communication engineering is supposed to be diverse range, and it has got a career option anywhere. It's supposed to the cutting edge advancement which is there, and it is percolating every field today. No, it's a no in the IoT, advanced what AI, then no broad application, innovation, everything is here. So
Yes.
you can't really be just selecting only because you carry optionable and a large number. How do you explain now only how many people do you think would get what got uh, any assignment or recruitment in which all field? Bulk of the people are still going to for the software. Unfortunate that's the country there because hardware still development is still in nascent stage in our country. But
Yes.
not in spite of saying electronics is embedded everywhere. And you're talking about embedded computer, you're talking anywhere. So that the first really mishandled. You simply gave only your mechanical was there, you liked it and you wanted to join ECE. That's no logic. There are three needs are there. One is called need for autonomy. That's no SDT theory talks about autonomy, competence, and relatedness. First, you talk alternate. So you have not, you just got, you got, no, looking at someone, you just tried to ape him, call him. You just wanted to follow him. That's all. You have not used your own brain to find out, choose your own discipline. Okay. Secondly, you also admitted, when you're not appear, when you appeared in twice SSB, communication and skill and anxiety that you brought it yourself. That was the main reason for your failure.
Yes,
So
sir.
that anxiety takes control of yourself. That's evident. That's evident from whatever you talk about it. Okay. Then, uh, first IQ, you only missed out the question. You have to handle later on what extracurricular activity you handle later on. Okay. And he has to prompt you 2, 3 times. That things that you are not very attentive. That's so you're not very attentive to us. And then you didn't answer his question very readily, and he has finished abruptly. That total indication. I'm not that that though he'll come out with it, he is not very happy with your performance in any case. Let me just tell you, Kahim, that in any case, I may be wrong. I hope I am wrong there. Because his question is today, and for the first time, I found it almost abruptly, he's closing it off. Because you have not told him anything that he wanted. He wants to find out about yourself, your personality. When he talked about how to interact with your family, with your mother and all, you simply say you water, you plant, you go around, get something, and that's the end of it. How to interact with your sister? You didn't talk with it. What all help and assistance that you gave it to mother in your days whenever you were there with her or to your sister? You couldn't come out. I say, what was she wants, I give it. I will do that. What is that? Where's the detail? Routine activities. You're at nowhere. Even when you're talking about when he talked about family and all the, you see, my father is this. So that there's a description of him. What he's not interested, he already knows about it. When you given it that he is a ESM, he knows he's a Fauzi hai, paisa mil raha hai, pension mil raha hai, that he knows about him. What he's interested in, find out how are you able to adjust and like your parents? How are you integrating your family as a family? And at nowhere, at least I didn't find anywhere in the throughout discussion that you had, indicating that you have got very, very close relationship with your family, mother, father, or your sister even. You only talked about mother, sister is already away, and that's gone. Even when you talk about the friends, that's a clue is taken from friend. Yeah, yes, we had a good friend around there. I'm out of the social network and I'm not in contact with them. That means what? Was it only the social media which was responsible for making friends? Friendship has been there since ages. When there was no, there people used to write letters, leave aside anything, but probably we never used to meet. And still, I don't think we asked Khatam, we never met after probably any time. And after it was by default, we landed up somewhere, probably together. That's all. And still remember that we were together sometime. So it is not that it is not the social media. You took a plea that social media, I am not out of social media. As a result, I have lost contact with the people. Reason for your friendship, you simply talked about, yes, you studied together. One, that's all. Not beyond that. Is it? Why do you want to? How many types of friends? You've got some friends, as you rightly put, you've got some friends from ninth onward. They are lifetime. What all have they contributed to you or you have contributed to them? Why should you stick to each other? No, that's not very evident anywhere. No, it's you talked about, I said, daily routine is simply I walk in the morning, I walk, go for walk, then I plant, give water to plant, then I have my breakfast, then I go for GK, the engineering, then again. So where's the time for your family? Why do you go home? For what? To study? Then you'd have better stay back in the hostel itself. There's no need for going back home. If that is the case around there. Okay. So that's so the picnic and all that's okay. Then you have to go in details. Yes, you have got money, 350 rupees you deposited, and that from there you took the sanction and you got money. What else? Does it happen that way? You have taken the volunteer who are going to go and you selected the place. Is it all that he wanted? Probably no. He also talked about the teacher. When you talk teachers you like, teachers you didn't like, what are they? You never talked to, you just went away. You're totally, superficial. Total superficial. That was my impression. I'm not very, no, you can say I'm not very happy with the total, I know that is for Kadam to decide. I leave it to you now, Kadam. I think you can sum it up.
Right, sir. Colonel Prasad, you're absolutely right. The
Just
interview was, you know,
abrupt,
it
abrupt. You just
was
wanted as a routine. You've taken
it
the
was
routine.
abruptly cut because I lost interest.
Correct.
Ayush, Ayush,
Yes, sir.
this is a psychological test, SSB. Okay, so you have to not only answer the question, you have to present yourself
And he's answering
and
that
give.
one cryptic, one line answer, one line. What are you going to do? One line answer. He's supposed to have 15% time and 45, say 85% time. You are supposed to, that is supposed to be there. It's a mixture of the direct and indirect interview. It's a mixture of the two.
You see, all your answers right from the beginning were all very sketchy and just to say, ki, yes, I have answered. But nothing. You are like a closed book, and I couldn't read you at all. And whatever I read was casual. You are under tension unnecessarily. In this interview, you are under tension. You are under this thing. Then final, I don't know what we would be doing. You are very unsure of yourself. That's what I find. Underconfident, unsure, and you don't apply your mind. You have got the best of in this world in your generation from your dad, your mother, your parents. You are the younger son. I think you must have been pampered and you have remained like that. Now you are a grown up adult. Okay. You have crossed the adolescent stage. Now you should be thinking, analyzing, and accordingly doing everything. You have to apply your mind everywhere. But you are just the say only place little spark I found was the courage. First half, you said yes, I will give him a kick. What the bloody, you have that this thing as a youngster. Yes, I'll fight back. But why you never applied your mind after that? If there are two, three people coming, how will they? Firstly, one on one, I'll take on. You said that, but two, three chars more coming. Rightly, you said afterwards. But how will they catch you? You say I can run faster. I'm younger, and I have got the initiative to run.
And
I'll be running first.
worst thing was that when you say I ran away home, what is you can't run away from home. When someone is there, you can't run. You are supposed to act. That's a situation is there which is beyond. You have to act. Running back home, is it a solution? You have left of those gunda who are there, who are troubling you are there. They are free there to do any all damage everywhere. Sorry.
Run to the nearest place where you find people will be there, and these people can be caught and taken to the police station. So you have not, applying your mind. So and not analyzing the situation. You have to do it very quick, very fast, and then answer these questions. And really speaking, if I'm reading a book and I'm unable to open the pages, do you think I'll read the book? I'll continue reading with the book. I'll just throw it to one side. You're like that. You made me give up on this interview by your cryptic answers, unapplied mind, and you'll have to do a lot of analysis of yourself. And every question that is asked, you have to concentrate and see, okay, there are 8, 9, 10 questions in this one question. Answer them one by one. And then, wherever possible, project yourself in a better way, better light, so that the interviewing officer gets a positive view about you and asks you further, keeps probing you. Right? Have you
Yes, sir.
understood, Ayush?
Yes, sir.
You are there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So, just clarify your mind if there is any doubt. But I don't think I have been able to make clear to you as to why you have not analyzed yourself thrice, you could not make it. Now, after having grown up, you should be able to analyze and act on it.
Now tell me
Am I
yourself.
right?
I used to tell me yourself out of 15 quality, which quality emerged from the interview? You analyze for yourself now today. Now we have already gone through this in this much time that we have spent with you. Tell me which quality you think you deserve to be given. Tell me 15 quality. कौन सा quality तुमको दिया जाए?
Sorry, sir.
Effective intelligence. Use of nobody you have told me. Use of intelligence to find a solution to day-to-day problem. Which problem have you solved? Out of all these, where do I find it? Reasoning ability, logic, missing. Organizing ability, except for the on situation, gone.
No, sir.
So adaptability. You have not talked anywhere where you got very good relation with your father, mother, and that's the end of it. You've just talked, yes, they are there. They have just described them. Reasoning ability, then आपका cooperation. With whom? Sense of responsibility. You have gone down your यहाँ पे engineering subject now. That shows the total lack of sense of responsibility. Initiative. How do you get that you have to initiative? Or taking first in unfamiliar situation. Self-confidence. Missing. So the problem, you analyze which quality you have to think about it. With aim is to bring out your quality, and as I said, until he gets interested into you, why should he waste his time? He'll take, okay, he'll talk about the movie, and that's the time he'll pass out. Because he has to obligately, he has got obligation to talk to you. He'll talk to you 15 minutes. And if you're not interesting, well, fair enough. Thank you. Good luck. Very good done. Very well done. That's all. Tell me yourself, which quality emerges?
No, sir. None of the qualities emerged.
No, you have got nothing. There's nothing wrong with you because they are analyzed. You are a good boy. There's nothing wrong with you. If you have taken responsibility in your college, which you are there, and still holding the appointment, you must have got qualities. You are not able to project it.
Yes.
And until he projected to me, how do until you open, he said rightly, you are a book. And until you open up, he can't read that book now. And reading has to be done by him. It's not your question, that answer that you give it. You have to bring out the quality. Then he has to be interested. Once he likes, he'll ask 1,001 question. Then he program. Longer the system, well, that is the way. It is interest has to create on time. You are telling a story. याद रखना. You are क्या कर रहे हो? अपनी कहानी बोल रहे हो ना यार. बचपन से भी कहानी बता रहे हो. कहानी कहने का तरीका होना चाहिए. Until I like it, why should I read the story?
Yes, sir.
Any question asked now there. You are free to ask any question that you want.
Can I speak, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, NCC, you have been there for such a long time. What have you learned only to fire one pistol? That's what you're talking about. That's not important. NCC is discipline, learning about the Air Force. You are not speaking about Air Force at all. You don't know anything about Air Force. Just pistol firing you have learned in NCC. Isn't it? You went on a camp. You have not spoken about it. So you're not applying. You're just giving some answer and trying to get away with it. No, that's not interview. Okay, you have to project yourself fully. And at your age, and if you have especially taken in engineering, telecommunications and electronics and telecommunication, expect much more. Everybody doesn't get this subject. It's very difficult to get this subject. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, okay.
Kuch
Now,
sawal?
if you want to ask anything, please go ahead.
Yes. No, sir, when I hear the questions, sir, I'm not able to give detailed answer. Like I have done that thing, I can explain singularly, but when a series of question comes, then I just answer one or two lines, then
It's
I think
called
I'll just
visualization. It's called visualization. You have to visualize yourself what you're telling. It's a imagination. You have to imagine. You have to attentive. Until you're attentive, like he says 8 to 10 questions are then one question, mind you. And 10 questions he expects to answer it sequentially from the beginning to end.
yes, sir.
So you have to, only the attention is the only one thing required. We all got the same thing and there's no problem. Out of that, 1 or 2 questions miss out, yes. There's no, you can answer anywhere that he comes like. 80% to karo na, 70% to karo. And everybody, if he has to keep probing you around there, ye nahi, तो क्या फायदा वो उसका? You
Yes.
have to train your mind. Listen to it and answer to adequate details. I mean, if you can't afford to give details, कोई फायदा नहीं है उसका. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next question.
So in my last interview, the same thing happened. The interview was short,
You come under
approx
pressure.
30.
You already say you come under anxiety. I've already told you, that there's anxiety. Don't leave it. What will happen? You'll fail.
Yes, sir.
Why do you want to do that? You are going for exam. You are assuming that I will not do it. That you will never do it.
Yes, sir.
Understand? You have to visualize that I'm sitting on there. I'm answering this question. Answer yourself. बैठे बैठे करना यार. ये सवाल होता है, ये जवाब दूंगा. बैठे बैठे. You don't have to talk to anyone. Talk to yourself. Walk across alone. Talk to yourself. अपने आप से बात करो. ये सवाल के ये जवाब दूंगा. Actually, you can hear it. We all got hear. And if you can like your own voice, that's the end of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, like your own voice. Talk to yourself. The positive talking to self is most important. No one else. You are your own master. अपना खुद का गुरु हो. You take it from me.
Yes.
Okay. Any other question?
This question only shows you're unsure of yourself,
Totally.
you're underconfident. Do you think anybody will ever select you if you're underconfident? Anxiety. Why anxiety? Because you're underconfident or you're unsure of yourself. Isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't get scared. Nothing can happen. It is just talking between you and the interviewing officer. You have to project yourself as whatever he asks, you have to give him plus.
Go and
No
look at
anxiety. Why should it be? क्या fail होगा? You have failed thrice. One more time you'll fail.
वर्स्ट क्या होगा? फेल होगा ना यार. वर्स्ट क्राइटेरिया क्या? ये इलेक्ट्रॉन क्या होता है? वर्स्ट क्राइटेरिया डिजाइन होता है ना. मैं तो क्या फेल होगा? तो तब जा क्यों रहा हूं यार? मैं फेल ही हो नहीं. Why should I go? Why should I go?
And this confidence is required everywhere. Where even if you go in civil, they interview you, they'll see your confidence. If they find you underconfident or not sure of yourself, you will have less chances.
Yes, I understood, sir.
देखो कितना थे अपने आप पर. there is a topic called fear of failure and fear of success. याद रखना दोनों. They go and see the topics on the. I have already got the both video as well. Yeah, read those. Fear of success and fear of failure. You are afraid. Afraid for what? हम लोग जिंदगी में सारा मरना तो आज है ही नहीं. आज मरूं या कल मरूं. हम लोग हो जाए टुडे टुमारो बिल्कुल. अब कितना डर के मैं अभी से मरना शुरू कर दूं क्या? बता.
Yes, I understood, sir.
Simple game यार. जा देखो.
You have got the whole wide world for you. Or the army is not the only thing. हो गया तो हो गया, नहीं हो गया तो you should be that could care less. Okay, confident. You should not be careless, but you should be confident.
Yes, sir.
Any other question?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Karakata. I'm grateful to you. Very nice service.
Right, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, I had to cut it short. There's nothing. I just
when I remember we have been interacting so long. We know exactly what is happening on that. So the time. Okay. Thank you.
Right, sir. Thank you. Bye. Good night.
Ayush, you can hold back. You can tell me anything required. Ask me.